Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Bro, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing likes and subscribe if you're new. Welcome back to the GVO show, season 2, episode 16, bruv. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad weekend, this one, action-packed, and also this is the time where loads and loads of fixtures are happening. Because literally tomorrow we're back again in the Premier League. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Alfie, how you been, man? How you been?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Good to be back for the GVO show. Obviously we're going to be talking about a lot of the stuff that's gone on this weekend in the Premier League, but on a personal level, I'm feeling pretty good. We're officially a month away from the end of the year, and I'm on course to beat my target for the year before we even get there. So I am feeling very, very good right now. Very confident that we can beat that target.
Yeah, I'm feeling very confident as well for you, because
2 away, yeah, 2 away,
two away, and we've got more than enough time to hit
yeah.
those new subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to Alfie, do it now, bro. Do it now. Do it now.
2
Like
away
literally now.
from 500.
Like, do it now, bro. Because I can't lie. If we could do that on stream, that'll be even better. That'll be even better than anything. But to let you move down a little bit, because we start the same place as always, bro. Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. I predicted 1-1, but I didn't predict it to go like that. So, bro, how are you feeling after the match? How are you seeing it? What are you making of it? You disappointed? What are you saying?
Well, I think you're always disappointed after coming away from a game that ideally you believe that you can win. I mean, before the game, I knew that because it happens every time. I knew every single time that Arsenal come up against Chelsea, 9 times out of 10, it is a close game. The other time, either one of the teams is going to be smacking the other, whether it's 4-5-0 or just playing them off the park. But as per usual, Arsenal-Chelsea games are always very tight affairs, pause, very close games, and it's usually very, very difficult to get a winner out of them. And for the past 3 seasons now, we've gone to Stamford Bridge and come away with just the 1 point, which in my personal point of view is a disappointing result because of the red card. Whether you think it was a red, whether you think it was just a harsh decision, that's by the by. When your opposition goes down to 10 men, you do everything you can to capitalise on the fact that you've got an extra man, and we failed to do that. We were more focused on trying to get Chelsea's players sent off than we were to actually try and win the game. And even after we equalised, after going 1-0 down, it looked as if it was like Anfield all over again, playing for a draw. I don't think we were clinical enough. If anything, after Chelsea went down to 10, they looked an even better team. They looked the more likely to score, and they were creating a lot more chances. I know they said Palmer was fit for the game, but they played well to the point where they didn't even need to bring Palmer on. And that just shows how good Chelsea were today. I'm not going to take anything away from their performance. I just think we failed to capitalise in a season where we're meant to be the favourites. I even said before the game that if we managed to get all 3 points here, maybe, just maybe, I would have started to believe in what could happen this season. But as per usual, Arsenal failed to turn up when it matters most. Let's just hope it doesn't knock the confidence too much as we go into Brentford on Wednesday, sorry.
Yeah, that's true. Before I get back into the game, AJ said, "Can't lie, Alfie looked like he'd been doing better than recently. Will there be a 500 sub celebration stream?"
There might have to be,
There's got to be. Surely it's 500. 500, bro. That's halfway to a K.
Might be a celebration stream / Q&A.
Yeah, that sounds good, bro. Sounds good. But like, I think Arsenal have a problem with big 6 away days sometimes. Do you agree? Like, because I think the same way you approached the Liverpool game, it seemed a bit cautious. So this game. Like even with 10 men, you gotta just let the handbrake go. Surely.
There does seem to be a this typical cautiousness that Arteta usually goes for in the big 6 games. We've seen it the past couple of times we've been to the Etihad. We've seen it when we've gone to Anfield as well. We haven't seen it more in recent times at Tottenham because we've obviously won our last 3 at Tottenham Stadium. United, even though they're let's be real, they're not the Man United we all know.
No.
But they're still a tough opponent, and you know that they're going to turn up in games like that. And you know there's been times where we've been too cautious there, and the same with Chelsea. Like I said, going back to the red card, whether you think it was or it wasn't, that was the opportunity to capitalise. You take advantage of the fact that you've got an extra man on the pitch than your opposition. You don't let it hinder you. You don't let the opposition gain the upper hand. Because like I said, Chelsea looked a lot better after going down to 10 men than they were with 11 men on the pitch. They played really, really well. The players that Prime likes to criticise most, Sanchez and Chalobah having decent games. Chalobah obviously getting the goal for Chelsea. You know, Prime even said it on the R&B show. They're on tag right now. He's not put them in the cooking pen, but they're on tag right now. He's just waiting for them to fuck up again so he can start cooking once more. But overall, I think Chelsea were the much better team yesterday. And in fairness, I think we were lucky to come away with the draw.
Yeah, they did. They draw as well. Like they seemed, especially like they didn't have 10 men when they did have 10 men. That's what it felt like. It felt like they didn't lose the man. And to be honest, the person that covered for that the most was Reece James. He had an amazing game.
I think the funniest thing about the whole situation was that before the game, Arsenal fans were criticising Chelsea despite the fact they beat Barcelona 3-0. They were saying, but Barca were down to 10 men. It was a poor Barca team. You swept them aside easily. Yet Chelsea were down to 10 men and we failed to beat them. So what does that say about us?
I swear, I feel like you struggled before with 10 men coming up against 10 men teams, but I don't really remember too much. But I feel like when someone's down to 10 men, you got to like be even more attacking. You got to try and pass even quicker. You got to go for the full jugular. How can you not go for the full jugular when they're struggling to get out of their half? Like they weren't playing bad in the second half, but at the same time, they were relying a lot on the man up front where like they were so outnumbered, bro. So how do you not take advantage of that?
There was points where I was actually seeing Chelsea hoof the ball clear and Reece James physically moving his arms, telling the rest of the players to get forward and apply pressure. Like that was how easy Chelsea found the game yesterday. They could just sit back and, you know, handle the Arsenal pressure. And we just failed to break them down. I don't think the substitutions helped. I think Calafiori should have been kept on. I know a lot of people say that he was probably, he should have gone off because of the yellow card. Not that it mattered because literally seconds after he came off the bench, Lewis Skelly got a yellow card as well. So it's not like it made any difference. I think Calafiori should have stayed on the pitch. He was playing okay. He did okay. I think the Ødegaard substitution, if you were going to bring him on for Marino. Bring him on for Marino, move Ødegaard back to the centre mid role, have Eze move out wide, and then bring on Gyökeres. Whether that could have worked, I don't know. It was good to see Gyökeres back in the team. And I'm sure that we'll see him again in the game on Wednesday. But overall, it was just a flat performance from Arsenal's perspective, especially after the week we've had. I know a lot of people are going to say that it's a testing week, but if you're going to go out there and prove to be one of the biggest teams in Europe, if not the world at the moment, because I know a lot of people are saying that Arsenal are the best team in the world. I'm not one of them. I want to make that clear. But to go and do that, you have to be putting in consistent performances. And performances like the one against Chelsea show me that we're not quite there in terms of mentality just yet.
Fair enough. Big up, Mike's, because you did say to me yesterday's stream, I said, do not trust West Ham in FPL. But if somehow West Ham scores, tell West Ham to meet me in the car park. Outside of Bowen, ain't nobody scoring, brother. Arteta 22, sabotage Arsenal again. It is what it is. Will West Ham produce a better performance against Manchester United? No. No, no, they won't. No, they won't. No, that's the short answer of it, but I'll get more into that later. Let me ask Alfie, if somehow you drop points to Brentford at home, would you be concerned about how the title race is heading then? Since Saturday, don't you guys have a tough away game to play?
Well, I mean, I've already said that I don't think we're in a title race because I know that at some point this Arsenal team are bound to slip up. It happens every time. You set your watch to it, it's like clockwork. But, you know, I think in the position that we are at the moment, what are we, 5 points clear going into the Christmas period? We're in an okay position. It's going to be another testing month because of the amount of games. We've got Brentford on Wednesday. Then after that, we've got Villa at home. No, not at home, at Villa Park. Then a game in the Champions League. And then I'm not too sure who it is after that. I think it might be... Is it Brighton? No, it's not, is it? No, it's Wolves. We've got Wolves. That
Oh,
game...
that's easy. That's
That's an
easy.
easy game. That's an easy
Yeah.
game. We can't... There is not... I think out of the games that we've got, that up until Christmas, being Brentford, Villa, Bruges in the Champions League, Wolves, Everton, and then Palace in the Carabao Cup, I expect us to win all those games. Whether we will win them is a completely different story. Because looking at it now, a lot of people expected Brentford to fail this season, expected them to go down. I was one of them because I thought them hiring their set-piece coach was a poor decision as a manager. But Keith Andrews has done incredibly well. He's got a brilliant squad. He's got a striker in Igor Thiago firing. And against the defence like Mosquera and Hincapié, it's going to be interesting to see how they match up. The Villa game, we usually struggle at Villa Park. It's been very, very tough to get a result there in recent years. Villa have started to hit form as well. So it's going to be a very, very tough game, but I expect 3 points. Bruges, just light work. Same with Wolves. And then Everton and Palace, I'd probably say, would be the last two tough games before Christmas. Everton doing really well in the league at the moment as far as home form's concerned. They've not really put a foot wrong at home. They've had a couple of bad results here and there, but they've done okay, considering usually 9 times out of 10, teams that move to a new stadium often struggle in their first season. Obviously, you know all about that, how much West Ham struggled in their first season at the London Stadium. Spurs as well. We struggled in our first season at the Emirates, so a lot of people expected that to happen, but Everton have done okay. And Palace, obviously in European competition right now, I think they'll try and prioritise that a lot more than the Carabao Cup, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get into the final four of that.
Yeah, Palace are struggling in that as well. They're struggling even in the Conference League. It's kind of mad still.
They're in the playoff. They're in the playoff places, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're at the bottom of it as well. It's kind of mad. They lost to Strasbourg. Arsenal were playing Chelsea on beginner, and they still can beat them like Michael Jackson before his accidental nose job.
Jesus, Connor.
Big up Connor. Connor's always got the references, bro. I love
Connor's
him.
a legend, bro. Shout out Connor.
Big up Connor every single time. 2 away from 500. Subscribe to Alpha DT, people. Yes, subscribe to Alfie. Link is in the title. I promise put that in the chat as well. Carla disappointed at Alfie's performance away at Chelsea. Done nothing when he came on. Villa away and Bruges away at Banana Skins. You'll beat Bruges, fucking hell.
Am I meant to be Gyökeres then?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alvarez, bruv. Alvarez.
I don't even know where my shirt is because I've got the Arsenal fans shirt with Gyökeres on the back.
You don't even need to do it now, fam. But Bruges away, you'll fucking win that. I don't even think it's even a worry. Bro, you're gonna qualify the Champions League, surely.
Yeah.
And Villa away will be tough because they're on good form. But you've won there before. We won there last season. Before that, we lost, and then we won there again. Obviously, the first title charging season, beat them in dramatic fashion. Jorginho, yes, it was an own goal, but I'll give Jorginho that goal because what a strike it was. But like I said, hiring a set piece. Oh, for fuck's sake. He's not wrong, to be fair. Yeah. First season, West Ham are still struggling now, bruv. And that fully. Fuck West Ham.
I got a lot to say about that West Ham game, to be fair.
I can imagine. I know what you're going to talk about. I
watched it.
You watched the whole game, bro. You watched it before I did. uh, thoughts on Nkapie and Mosquera yesterday. What did you make of their performance overall? Because no one really heard about the Saliba injury till late, but apparently got injured in training. So what did you
Yeah,
make of them two playing as a centre-back partnership for the first time in the Prem?
yeah. As you mentioned, didn't hear anything about the Saliba injury until the lineups came out. As soon as the lineups were out, obviously they put underneath it that Saliba had suffered a knock in training and was going to miss the game. I was quite interested to see how it was going to be set up. At first, I would have maybe thought playing Calafiori as the centre back, having Nkapie at left back. But apart from obviously the goal, I don't think Mosquera and Nkapie did too badly. I think Nkapie's really started to settle into the team. Mosquera, I haven't really seen him put a foot wrong in the games that he's played for us so far. So they did
I didn't think he was
okay,
great against
but
Chelsea, though. I didn't think he was
huh?
that good against Chelsea, Mosquera, I'll be real.
I didn't think he was great, but at the same time, I didn't think he was shit either.
I don't think he was shit. Nah, I've seen worse. I think it was just average. I think Nkapie was suited Arsenal really well. I think even in Tottenham game he played well. He looks like he's always been touted as a decent player, but just never seen him in a Prem. So it's just like interesting. But
Mm.
it looks like a good signing still. I just think we're now going to see whether it's the system that Arsenal play or whether it's the individuals that are really about the defense sort of thing. Like, what is the real shining light in Arsenal's defense? Is it the system or the defenders? It probably is a bit of both, but we'll see. That's an Alfie Diocaris. Mike's never trust Arsenal. Wayne Europe, bro. It's Club Bruges. It's Club Newcastle. Fucking beat them.
Dagenham and Redbridge could beat Club Bruges, man.
No, Dagger Redbridge can't be anyone. I'll be real. Dagger Redbridge went down when West Ham went down. Sort of thing. Actually, Alfie asked Mike's if he tweets something about Arsenal could win this after Caicedo getting sent off. Maybe it's Mike's curse joke. I didn't even tweet during the game, so it had nothing to do with me this time. If it did, then I would have tweeted Arsenal were going to win a long time ago. So I would have done that. I also thought it was going to be 1-1, but it wouldn't have been 1-1 if I tweeted it out because everyone knows what I'm like. Alfie Donut Cariz need a goal.
AJ, chill, man.
It's a big up, Damien. Nkapie was decent. Mosquera's pretty poor, to be honest. Fair enough. My actually sport West Ham seen a lot worse. Bro, I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
You've seen worse and then some.
Yeah. Big up Mike's and Alpha, everyone like him. But big up Musty, bro. Hope you're doing well. So what did you make of like the general like midfield performance then? Because there was a lot of talk about the midfields beforehand. Obviously, the obvious debate's been Caicedo and Rice, but also Reece James playing really well for Chelsea. Also, I don't think Zubimendi had the best of games, if I'm being real. I think the joy is that your deepest midfielder being that short and sometimes getting run over physically, as good as he is technically, I feel like sometimes it could be a big problem. I feel like Rice might have to do too much off the ball. And then when Zubimendi came off, it became Odegaard, Rice, Eze. I feel like Odegaard tried a few things when he came on, for sure. But what did you make of it?
I mean, I think this was the things that we kind of expected when we signed Zubimendi. We kind of expected him to struggle against a lot of the bigger teams' midfields this season. I think you look at a lot of the big six, and to be fair, a lot of the rest of the teams in the Premier League, their midfields have got strength about them. There's a lot of power in the midfield, and it's very, very easy for a player like Zubimendi, who's not the tallest, not the strongest. There are certain games where he is going to get turned over, and yesterday was one of those. I don't think he had a great game. Rice, for me, from a defensive perspective, was incredible. Couple of last minute blocks put in. You can understand why people rate this guy so highly. I'm not going to go out here and say, if Arsenal win the Premier League or the Champs and England win the World Cup, that this guy's going to go on and win the Ballon d'Or. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I think Declan Rice is a very, very, very good midfielder and one of the best in Europe right now, without question. Caicedo, again, great midfielder. He just had a lapse in concentration, lapse in judgment, and paid the price for it. I definitely thought Reece James was going to struggle in that position. As we know, Reece James, very injury prone. Thought he'd struggle with the physicality, but completely proved me wrong. I think he was Chelsea's best player in that midfield. You always know what Enzo's going to be like as well. He's always going to have that temper about him. And it was just a case of dealing with him. I felt that we did okay in doing that. We seemed to nullify him. But, I think overall, it was just a game between two decent midfields and no one managed to come out on top. Pause.
I think, to be fair to Reece James, he's been fit for a year now. Fully fit for a year. So Maresca's handling his minutes very well.
I think that's to the credit of Maresca. I think if you look at Chelsea's past managers, you've always seen that Reece James has struggled with injury. You think back to the Lampard times under Thomas Tuchel as well, Graham Potter, Pochettino. He seemed to struggle with injuries quite a lot. But ever since Maresca's come in, as like you said, he's injury free for over a year. Been a mainstay in the Chelsea team since then, and has gone from strength to strength. But I think he did play really, really well today, and in my opinion, was rightfully the player of the match.
Yeah, like Reece James is just that technically good as a footballer, and he has played in midfield before that. He just didn't look out of place, but physically, his pace, his like reading of the game, his passing range, he's good in most areas of the pitch in general. So I think the way Maresca sometimes uses him and Gusto, sometimes it really works in certain games where he plays both of them. And in the big games, putting that extra body in midfield when it's not like you can't rely on Alavia because he's the most injury-prone player they have. So Reece James, Caicedo, and Fernandez being in there to solidify it, then they vary quite a lot with like Gusto sometimes and whoever's playing on the right. They kind of all just interchange a bit. So I just think it allows them to do more things in the bigger games, and it gives them an extra body, extra defensive-minded body that solidifies them. Mike's just saying this. Mike's curse on Arsenal for the end of the season. I hear it. I haven't got that power. I wish I did. Chelsea still in the hunt, just about. Yep, they are. Alfie Zubi is 5'11". Is that short?
Sorry, I'm just saying we're one away.
Oh, you're one subscriber away. Shit.
We're one away.
Right.
We're one away, people.
I beg it. Please tell me there's someone here that isn't subscribed to Alfie right now that can subscribe. One away from 500.
We are one away, people. Come on.
Yeah. Alfie Zubi is 5'11". Is that short?
I mean, I'm 5'11", so I'm the same height.
Hey, I will say, I think 5'11" isn't short, but the way Arsenal played their midfield specifically, him being the deepest midfielder right near the centre backs, you want someone a bit more taller and physical that's not going to get run over as much. Like Thomas Diddy was like 6 foot something. He was like 6 foot something, right? Thomas Diddy? Like, exactly. So, like, he's a bit more physically, like, stature, whatever, height-wise and whatever, but he actually had the physical attributes to, like, stop shit. Whereas Zubimendi, because he has, like, the low center of gravity as a midfielder as well, when he's trying to recover and he's doing all of this right in front of the centre-backs, he's getting run over.
You can see why a player like Zubimendi suits the Spanish league, because you look at a lot of the midfields in the Spanish league, they're very low to the floor, move the ball quickly, quick on their feet. You know, they don't really have to be worried about getting bowled over every game because, like, in terms of stature, a lot of the midfields are the same in the Spanish league. So it all, like I said, it all comes down to, we all knew that Zubimendi was going to struggle against a lot of the Premier League midfielders. He's going to have to become accustomed to that. You're lying. You're lying. Oh my God.
Have you done it, yeah? Is it confirmed? Oh my God, it is. God. It is. It's confirmed. 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers. Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations, Alfie. You've hit your end goal. Get a W, Alfie, in the chat, people. Get a W, Alfie, in the chat. 500 subs. Come on.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations, Alfie. Congratulations, Alfie. You've hit your end goal right before the end of the year, fam.
Honestly, couldn't do it without all of you. Couldn't do it without all of you. Massive thanks to everyone that's supported me on this journey. And the journey continues, people. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. The fucking Alex Hunter journey, bro. What are we doing it, bro? What are we doing it? Big up to everyone, bro. We've hit Well, say we. Alfie has hit 500 subscribers, bruv. Alfie has hit 500 subs. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Next year. Don't joke with that one. 1K next year. I'm trying to see that.
That's
Right
what
next to
you
your
know.
name,
That's
bro.
the aim now, people. 1K before the end of the season. 1K
Yeah, fuck
before
it.
the end of
Yeah.
the season.
Okay, you're gonna have to fucking upload more. But yes, 1K before the end of the season. If you want that, yeah, fuck you know. Fuck you know. Alright, big up to yourself every single time, Alfie. Come on. To be fair, T Diddy knew how to physically Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm 5'9.5", so I guess I'm too short like a West Coast rapper. That's a bar still. Hey Connor, that's a bar. That's a bar still. That's a bar. Oh my days. Lovely to see Alfie hit the 500 book the celebration stream, man. Yeah, you gotta get planning straight after the stream, bro. Get planning, bro.
100%, man. 100%.
Get planning. Warrior had a question earlier. I missed the beginning of the stream, but Alfie, when do you think Arsenal and Arteta got it wrong against Chelsea?
I think we took the situation for granted. In the sense that I think we saw that Caicedo got sent off and seemed to expect the game to fall into our laps and expected the game to become like silly putty in our hands. You know, expected us to go on and win the game. Didn't really realise that Chelsea were going to still be up for it, because usually when we go down to 10 men, we usually like to sit in our shell, every man behind the ball. And it looked as if we kind of expected Chelsea to come out and do the same, but they didn't. They were, like I said, they were a lot more up for it. And on another day, Chelsea may have actually won that game, but we were lucky to come away with a point. Just hope it doesn't knock the confidence.
Nah, fully hear that, because I think the way Chelsea executed the game plan, I think if they had 11 men, I think they would have beaten you. Like, they see out that last goal, in my opinion, with 11 men. I think they find the goals from somewhere. They grind it out, and probably Esteban even stays on and probably creates something, and maybe they bring a Cole Palmer on at the end where it's still 0-0 and it's 11v11.
Yeah.
And then they probably would have seen it out, in my opinion. But because of the way you guys actually dragged out Chelsea for that goal, and they weren't really as organised as they would have been with 11 men, you scored. And I expected a bit more of a reaction from when you did score. Because when you did score, I'm thinking Madueke and Odegaard, okay, they're going to have a little bit of a spark, new energy. Didn't really see much from Madueke. But Odegaard started like okay, and then it was like he was trying to do things. He was trying to pass forward as much as possible. But after the goal, it just kind of went stale after that. And to be honest, at the start of the game, I felt like it was a perspective of Arsenal were trying to get the draw, or trying to grind themselves out, trying to waste time and see if they can nick something. But when it came to that specific situation, it felt like you were trying, but you just weren't good enough. Like right at the end, where you actually tried to go for the win.
Yeah. It did just look like we didn't have enough quality there on the day to open them up. Pause.
500 subs before the end of the year, but it takes time, guys. Hey, this is your first full season as well. Like, yeah, that's kind of crazy still. I'm 6'2", but Elijah makes me look as short as Mike's. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Phase 0.5 and Alfie hit 500. Uncomfortable conversations about Arteta. Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying about it takes time, bro, for process and all that. Alfie hit 500 subs. He hit his goal. Bro. As a Man United fan, if we lose to you lot on Thursday, Amarim can leave. What is that? Is that the final straw? Not the fact that you lost to Tottenham in Europa League, not the fact that you finished 15th. I get it. Losing to us is kind of crazy still, but bruv, you lost to us last year under Potter. I think that should have been the sacking. Like, we're shit. We're probably still better than last year, so you probably should have just fucking sacked him then.
Not give him 3 years.
Yeah, Jim Ratcliffe's like automatic 3 years. Automatic. Bruv, I know you got a lot to say about the West Ham game, but before you say it, I just want to say this quickly as well, yeah? Guys, Lucas Paquetá beat the allegations of the betting thing. It's a bigger issue than just being a guy at Bet365 or a guy who was accused of being at Bet365. the FA tried to put this on him, and he came out of the case in with the truth, and I always knew he was going to be innocent. But mentally, guys, he's not there. But when I'm seeing all these things about but Lucas Paquetá is he's still betting. All the jokes is just like, oh, he had an Acheron. Oh, but he had a bet on. It's like these jokes are so dead. They're just so boring. They're just so stale. They're just no. No. It's mad. It's mad. And it's kind of dead how football discourse and football jokes and football banters become just one singular thing all the time. Where everyone's humor online is just very dead. It's like, guess what? I think he's got an Acheron. It's like, you're a pagan. Exactly, you should have left after the Europa League final. Yeah, I agree. One game before the end of the season, relax, I've stopped talking crazy. Not like you're an industry plan. Or are you an industry? I guess we can ask him when he comes back. Would you take Kudus back? No. Paquetá has ADHD, I reckon. Thought that before. Yeah, I've been saying this guy has ADHD. I've been saying it for time, Damien. I've said for like the start of this calendar year that this guy just moves mad. And at first I was kind of joking, but the more I kept watching, the more serious I actually had about the opinion. Love Paquetá, I can't lie, I don't get what fans say. Yeah, I can't lie, I've got no problem with Paquetá in general. I ain't got a problem with him. I ain't got a problem with him in general. I think I explained it quite well in my video earlier. I think I explained quite a balanced take about he needed more help from the FA, but it doesn't excuse that specific decision he made. It's just and the thing is, if you go to the games as well, or you just, well, yeah, if you go to the game, because the camera's not always on Paquetá on TV, but if you go to the games, you will see Paquetá does this a lot to the refs. He does this a lot. He chats all the time. But once you're given a yellow, the natural thing to do is just back off. You're letting other people down here. And the only problem I had is that I think what he said in his tweet was okay, not as an apology.
Was that
but
actually
as a general,
him?
It was, yeah. But it wasn't like it wasn't okay as an apology, but it was okay as a general statement. But it had nothing to do, in my opinion, with that specific decision you made on the pitch. So you can't just be like, okay, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Here's what it is. Because all these betting jokes that happen all the time, they're dead now because he, like, bro, and again, he gets yellow cards a lot. A lot of players get yellow cards. A lot of players get yellow cards most games. Hannibal Megri isn't fucking betting for Burnley, is he? Fucking Romero isn't betting for Tottenham. Like, again, he had the allegations, but the allegations are gone now. The allegations are gone. He's been proven innocent. And they tried to put a false allegation on him when they couldn't prove anything for a year and a half. So this whole thing, he had an Acheron, it's not true. So the fact you're still trying to even make that type of joke, it's just weird. It's just fucking weird. Because if for example, I'm good, and this is a different conversation, but if someone has a mad dude does something mad, or is alleged of doing something mad, they've been accused of it, but they're proven innocent, are you going to carry on accusing them of that thing? No. If you have common sense, the internet will, because that's the internet. But this whole thing about, he had an Acheron. Yeah, great, that joke would have banged maybe a year ago. But he's never been betting, he's just a fucking idiot. He's an idiot that needs help. He's just erratic as fuck. But you said you had a lot to say on the game. You watched that game, yeah?
Yeah, I just think it was another poor performance from West Ham. In my personal opinion, I definitely think I was in complete agreement with what you were saying before the game, in the sense that if you're going to get any better chance to take 3 points from Liverpool, especially with the position that they're in. They're in shaky form. This was the perfect opportunity to go and capitalise on that, get 3 points, get yourself into a decent bit of form. Maybe, just maybe, start to believe that you may not be in a massive relegation fight, although you could still be in one despite a positive result. And ultimately, you were made to pay the price. I think Liverpool did really well in the way that they played. There was a lot of chances that West Ham should have taken that they didn't. Obviously, the Paquetá red card's going to be a talking point. Definitely think, I know, like, things can get heated on the football pitch. Players can get a temper. But in that situation, like you said, after picking up a yellow card, you need to back away and keep your mouth shut, because you're just going to end up talking yourself into trouble. And it was same old after the red card as well. Liverpool managing to get another goal. I think the fact that you allowed Isak to score his first Premier League goal was embarrassing in itself. But hopefully, just hopefully, you managed to stop United hitting better form in a few days' time.
Yeah, I wouldn't bank on it. Our win last year was the first win at Old Trafford that I've seen in the league. Because the last one was when I was like 3, and that's when Tevez scored.
Yeah, to keep you guys up.
Yeah, under Kirbishley. And and this goes for the online fan base. You can't hype up something, be positive about it, and then make an excuse when it doesn't think it's going to go your way. I'm talking specifically to the people online. I'm kind of tired of seeing the same headlines from stupid West Ham United websites and all these stupid journalists that keep putting out there about this about the manager or this about a certain player, but the player that is a bit more passionate than a certain other player will get a bit more PR. And I'm kind of sick and tired of it. I'm not going to stress over it because I don't care. I just lost the will to actually have the passion anymore. But this is far from over in terms of the battle. Now, if this was under Potter, don't get me wrong, I would be even more negative, and I completely get that. And I think with basic stuff, we could be an okay team, but like sometimes I'm just not seeing the very, very bare basics from every single person that is involved in on the pitch, antics from players and manager. And what I need to see is just it's not about a care. I've said this multiple times before. It's not about a caring thing. It's about doing basics as a relegation battle side. When you're around teams like Leeds, Wolves, and Burnley, who are not that good, Burnley probably being the most balanced out of the 3, Leeds probably being the most capable of getting a few goals, and Wolves doing fuck all, it shouldn't be that difficult, but you make it more difficult for yourself. And the problem with that is just, if everything is in your hands, basically, no matter where you are at the table, take responsibility, get your chin up, and fucking get on with it. And to the board, you need to spend. If you don't spend in January, then it's dark. Because you know what we actually have? We actually have a little bit of more pressure than Wolves, Leeds, and Burnley. We have a little bit more expectation. Well, not even a little. We have way more expectation than them 3 clubs over the past few years. Because Wolves take a massive dip. Leeds have struggled to establish themselves as a modern-day Premier League club. And Burnley have been up and down since Sean Dyche just left. And they've been trying to stabilize themselves as a new club in their new ownership. I hate this ownership with a passion. We all do as West Ham fans. But if you have anything about you, you need to get a striker. You need to get a winger. I'd go far to say get another centre-back. I would be only happy if you get all 3. I don't care if we already have 4 centre-backs. Because the defending for every single goal, if we had a compilation of the goals that West Ham have conceded this season, has been a fucking disgrace. And a lot of it, I can blame structure from both managers that we've had in charge, but some of it does come down to individuals as well. So can we please just do the bare fucking basics for once and address the real problems? Address the real problems for once, because you completely fucked up the last window. You fucked it up. The only reason why you even bought 2 midfielders was because of the way we started. You panic buyed. And I actually like the 2 midfielders you bought. But those are two midfielders that we should have got in June. Where I said about the Magassa thing before, he was on no sharpness, so he's had to like gradually settle in. And Fernandez was someone that you're haggling over the price for, but ended up panic buying anyway. Great fucking negotiation, you dwarf. So just fucking
Tell him again, Mike's.
genuinely have some basic common sense.
But come on,
Some
man,
bare
it's David
basic.
Sullivan. Of course, he's not going to have common sense.
Oh yeah, that's why he needs to be tipped over by the wind or some shit. Just like falling on the
It's been
beach.
windy over the past couple of days, so you never know. He might get knocked over.
He probably ain't out his house. Go corner shop and he just gets tipped over. Mike's expecting jokes in the football space to be funny. Lol, does he know? Did he almost leave Aston Villa? The rumor wasn't true. Even Fabrizio got that wrong. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Reminds me of a mini Diego Costa. Yeah, no, I hear that. It's just a fire. Yeah, I think it is just a culture thing. And most men that are from South America just like that, innit? Paquetá more like Nakata. For real. Nakata, fuck's sake. That game reminded me of Fulham away last season. Thought we won that game. The game that Ballboy got hurt, the group exploded. Paquetá exploded yesterday. Fulham away last year. Why could I? Oh, I
Wasn't
remember.
it Palace away?
No. I just remembered the game that Damien's talking about. It was under fucking Lopetegui. And Lopetegui put out one of the worst lineups I've ever seen.
It was Palace, though, it wasn't it? Where the advertising boards fell and the ball boy got hurt. It was Palace, not Fulham.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah, it was because we won that game. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, that was Soha's part.
How is it I remembered, but you forgot? Explain, please.
Bro, that season I tried to forget. Last season I literally tried to forget.
Yeah.
Paquetá expecting the English FA to help a foreigner, Lord, does he know? Yeah. Someone needed to step in there. Yeah, definitely. English FA doesn't even help their black players. Why would they help you? Then that is also true. Shout out Anton, bro. He exposed that a couple years ago. Your West Ham manager, Alfie, as a neutral, from what you saw yesterday, and I give you 30 million to spend, what kind of player would you add to the side? Like, as in like a type of player?
You need a strong midfield. You need a strong defender.
Mm.
You need a strong defender. You need someone with a. You need a statement buy in terms of like a centre back, because your centre backs just keep getting ran through.
Mm.
Like, it doesn't matter who you put out there, whether it's Kilman, Todibo, Mavropanos. They all look void of any confidence or any sort of ability at the moment, and teams are finding it easy to break your defence down and put balls into the back of the net. So I think you need a centre back with assertiveness to come into the team from the jump, not need any time to like get acclimatized or anything like that. Be ready from the jump to go on and you know, provide some strength in that defence so you stop leaking goals as frequently as you are. Other than that, maybe I'd say a more creative midfielder, in the sense someone that could come in, say if Paquetá's having a few bad games, someone could come in, replace Paquetá, and there's not that much of a drop off in the midfield. Maybe there's an improvement. Maybe in an ideal world, you'd look to buy another striker, because at the moment, the strikers that you've got, being Fulkrug and Wilson, you can't really expect them both to be fit at one time. I know they both played yesterday, but it's only a matter of time before Fulkrug gets another injury. You know that as well as I, Mike's. So there's multiple positions on the pitch that you guys need signings in, but I think the most vital one that you need at the moment is definitely another centre back.
Yeah, because Todibo is the only one that I trust, if I'm being real, in terms of his mobility, his reading of the game, his just general like carrying himself as a decent centre back. I would love a centre back partner. I need a striker, because Fulkrug's leaving anyway. So I need a replacement, and I want a permanent replacement. I want someone who's got the balance of technical ability and that can run it behind. I've wanted a striker that can run it behind for a very long time, but also not someone that's just going to get barged off the ball. So we need to do some scouting, but I'm sure Sullivan's going to call up one of his fucking transition player agents and just like try and sort out a deal. But we'll see. Burnley looked alright when they played against us. Only thing is, I think we have levels to go up internally and we'll spend. I think Wolves have gone. Leeds, I'm not sure. Leeds will act like they're fighting, but they're gone. In my opinion, I think Burnley, they look like the best balanced side, but I generally don't think they're that good. And when they played against us, for me, I think we just played down to their level a bit too much.
You almost complimented them in the way.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't really impressed with that performance. For us, the decent players, whether Dyche can get them going. Yeah, for us to have a decent squad, they just have too many players. I think they have too many players. I think they don't really know their best starting 11. Yeah, it was Palace. It was Palace away. Yeah, we have talented players. A lot of madmen and no leadership. You see, like I compare the West Ham squad to this. You see when the substitute teachers come in, it's gone up the class of 5 seconds. Paper airplanes straight away. Like man of picking up chairs and shit. That's how I see our squad. Yeah, like man of sniffing glue, bro.
Nice links, bro. People are spraying links into their blazer and inhaling it, bruv.
Oh Jesus Christ! There's a proper crackers there.
That might just be a South London thing. I'm not too sure.
Bro, I never saw those sniffing links. I can't lie. All people used to do in links in my school was like, oh, I have to spray the whole bottle on me in the fucking changing room.
Overuse it.
Bro, it doesn't even affect it. It doesn't even have an effect once you use the whole bottle. It's not the point of like fucking spray deodorant, is it? Like you just spray a little bit, it's a fucking effect. If you spray the whole bottle, it just cancels out. It's deodorant. I need a mobile target man. Yeah, I'm with that. I need someone up front that's actually got some mobility. Because at least Callum Wilson can play a part. He's shown that against Bournemouth and Burnley and even Newcastle. He played quite well, but like he can't do a 90 minutes. He can't play 90 minutes. Meanwhile, Fulkirk, like just stylistically and just in general, just looks cooked. He needs to go back to his like old club or whatever. I think we created pressure but done nothing with it. Oh, we don't really actually think about scoring goals. We need a winger as well. George realised we need a winger as well. Like 3 wingers. The fact that we jumped into the season with 3 wingers is a fucking disgrace.
You need a backup for Bowen because you've got 2 wingers on the left hand side, but only 1 on the right.
Yeah, Guilherme can play there, but I don't know whether he will. Like some of them can play there, but I don't think he will.
If it was up to you, Mike, who out of like all the wingers that could be available to West Ham, like at this moment in time, who do you go out and get in January if you were to go out and get a winger in January?
A winger. I don't know. Do you know why I don't know yet? It's because I don't know what's realistic. I don't know what's realistic at this point. I don't know who's going to join West Ham, so I don't know where I would look. That's my problem. Like I have no fucking clue, bro. Like I don't know who's going to join. That's why I need to think about that. That's why I like Nuno. It feels like bringing in a strict teacher. I generally think Nuno will fight every battle he needs to. I think he's rediscovering the identity of the side as well. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. We need a backup for Somerville. Guilherme is left-footed. Yeah, I think when we signed Guilherme, I know he played in the front 3 of Endrick and Esteval, and I think he might have played on the left that time for Palmeiras. But I think we signed him as like depth for the right. I'm not too sure though, but I think we just signed him as a guy who can play on both sides.
To be fair, AJ said, are there any players in the Championship that you go and sign?
Haji Wright.
Yeah, Haji Wright would be good for West Ham system.
It'd be difficult just because Coventry are top.
Yeah.
But I would go and sign Haji Wright. There's this guy for Stoke City, West Ham. I don't know whether you know him. He's playing quite well. He's called Divine Mubama. I don't know whether anyone knows him. I'm
pretty sure he scored against Larnaca for West Ham back in the day.
Yes, that's where I know him from. That's where I know him.
In the Conference League, road to Prague.
Fucking boys. I'm not going to say the C word, but fuck him. And that was your opportunity to rebuttal me, but I just can't be bothered.
Would you rank right now in terms of the way that Mubama's playing? Would you rank that sale in the same way that you'd rank, I don't know, selling Grady D and Garner?
Yeah. I think do you know what it is with Diangana. I know his career has turned out bad now, but people got to understand that it's circumstance. So like, if we had kept Diangana, we wouldn't have had to sell Haller
Because
because he actually had a good relationship with it.
he went to West Brom, didn't he?
Yeah, because that's why he shot on loan, so they wanted to get him back. But everyone works out for a reason, so we got Ben Rama in anyway, and then we won the Conference League, so it is what it is. But at the same time, we also missed out on a Bere Eze. And in that same, that's what pissed. That was
when
what
he was
really
at
sent.
QPR.
Yeah, that's what really sent me over the edge, bro. Was we sold Diangana and missed out on Eze, and then we got Ben Rama, which was like cool. He seems decent, but bro, it pissed me off because I wanted Eze. I was watching QPR games specifically for not just him, but my granddad supported QPR, so QPR would be my team to watch in the Championship, and I was pissed off. So with the Mubama thing, the problem I had with Mubama is not him, it's the club. The club, again, for about 4 or 5 years, have been promising young players pathways that they're not going to get. Moyes being one of them to try and get him to sign a new contract. He was on 1 year left. We saw Mubama play one game, and then the whole fan base fucking went for him because he was playing with his back to goal as a fucking 18, 19, 20-year-old striker who has not developed in the first team yet. Anyone knows that when you're a striker coming through the academy, you're not going to have your back to goal play straight up like that. So I know I've said this multiple times in the videos I was making at the time in the 22-23 season. No, the 23-24 season was that David Moyes is one-dimensional. This is why I've always said that Antonio, if it wasn't for Antonio and Declan Rice, and maybe even Bowen at the time, Moyes would not have a job. Antonio kept Moyes in that job because Antonio was the only one that could play that shitty fucking system that he did every fucking game. Because Antonio did all the hard work down the left and then tried running into the box. Because he's not a natural striker, so he tries to actually offer a little bit down the counter-attack and bully people. And when he's coming up in Europe, they ain't faced like anyone like Antonio. So when he's trying to just throw at every other striker there, he did it with Ings, he did it with Skamaka, he did it with Mubama, who could all play in different systems, all play in different ways. But Moyes was like, no, you play my way or the highway. And it's like, fuck your way. Cater to the players. The players you rely on individual quality anyway. If you're a manager that doesn't really coach properly and it relies on individual quality, fucking cater to the players. Cater to them. Moyes was one of them, and it pissed me off. He didn't adjust. He didn't adjust at all. Problem is with left wing depth, it's hard to find some of an understanding because of where he is in his development. Yeah, it's one of them ones where if we find someone that's like a mad starter, some of us going to be pissed about his playing time. And it's like, whoop-de-doo. If you complain, you complain. But I need upgrades on everyone at the squad. Like every time we go and sign a player, I need an upgrade. But if we sign an understudy now, because of how raw Somerville is, it's going to be very hard to like have that person compete with Somerville. Was telling the club to keep Divine. Moyes should have used him as Antonio cover. He should have. And the problem is, he didn't know how to actually play
with a striker.
Yeah, like with an actual striker, especially at West Ham. It's like he refused to press. He refused to play an actual striker. He refused to play two up front. Only played two up front once, and that was against Fulham. And then Ings ended up getting injured, so he went to 4-2-3-1 anyway. Like he just didn't want to buffer away because of how much of fan pressure there was.
It's similar to Arteta, isn't it, Mike? So you can see why a lot of people say that, you know, Arteta isn't a disciple of Pep. He's a disciple of Moyes. Like, you see that Arteta doesn't really like to use an out-and-out number 9. You can see how much he's struggling to fit Gyökeres into his system. So I can understand where you're coming from with it in the terms of the way that Moyes used to set his teams up.
I see a lot of Moyes in Arteta. I've said this so many times. I've seen a lot of Moyes in Arteta, and it makes sense because of his Everton time. But like, fucking hell, it's like sometimes it's like the man in the mirror, Michael Jackson style, but maybe without the Netherlands stuff. It was worse than Diangana. Yeah, it was. I actually think it was way worse. It pissed me off more than. It didn't piss me off more than Diangana just because I was probably the same amount of pissed off because I at the time where we did the thing with Diangana, I thought we were going down. I thought we'd finish 20th. I was that pissed off. I thought we were gone. Like I didn't know what the club was doing, but the Mubama thing pissed me because I generally think he could have settled after one decent year. 6'2", centre forward, decent ability. Mad how our fans were right with Bob off at 19 willingly.
God's sake,
And
PSG.
Skulls. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Mad how fans were right divine with Bob off at 19 willingly. And Skulls, Potts, Earthy, who are all old and need time. I wonder why. Yeah, we know what they're like. We know what, especially online as well. Because in real life, it's actually not like this. But you see online, them man are bare racist, and they don't even want to say it. Them man are very, very racist online. Very, very racist. Like, Skulls, Potts, and Earthy, I actually do rate. But I rate Mubama as well. I even thought, like, if we got Kudoa a good championship loan, we could see where he would go, etc. Like, Mubama is better than Callum Marshall, who we have now, and I like Marshall. I like Callum Marshall a lot. But Mubama is comfortably better than Marshall. Like, we don't develop players properly. Skulls, I like him. Potts, I like him. Earthy, I like him. But I also like Mubama. And I think Mubama deserves to play in a team where you can cater to a striker that's running in behind. Because Divine Mubama, that's his game. I watched him in the youth team quite a lot. And I was begging for this guy to get appearances. This guy loves to run in behind. Funny enough, that's a striker we're missing now. It's literally what we're talking about 10 minutes ago. It's dreadful. Facts, I slept on how much Antonio did for Moyes. Yeah, people slept on it. Antonio was underrated, and now it's becoming apparent. And I knew his time was finished when his time was finished, but the problem is with us, we only cater to one type of player. So Antonio is like, come save us. Why are we asking someone over 30 to come and save the club? It's like, and then it becomes when Antonio's not there, Bowen, save us. Rice, save us. And over the years, it's been one player. Excuse me. We go and save us all the time. It's like in that period between when Payet left, when Lanzini got the big injury, to Declan Rice coming through. It's just a bit of anger because, like, we had no one to rely on it from individual quality aspect. So it just becomes a big gap. It just becomes a massive... Fuck me, I keep knocking this fucking microphone over. Like, it just becomes a big gap in relying on one person all the time. And it's like, why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? As I knew it would, yeah. Big up to PFC. Max, I'm here for my 3 points in advance. Alfie, do you like the pick? It's a funny pick still. That's from...
Yeah.
Wait, is that from this stream?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, and listen, you've finally conformed PFC. I told you we would have beat Liverpool and you were begging. If you man beat us, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Yeah, same all have pathways. Not sold on Earthy, if I'm honest. I think he's a good player, just not Premier League. I think that's fair to say for now, because we don't know in it. I just want to see more. I think he could play as a squad player for now. And I think he could be eased in as a start. I wouldn't throw him in. I would only throw him in if it was like an odd game. And just bring him off the bench, but it's just every like week I'm hearing more journalists be like, Nuno's going to trust the youth. Nuno's going to trust the youth. Nuno's going to trust the youth. We will see. We will see. Don't trust the youth if you don't actually think they're good enough. I've never been a guy who's like play the youth for the sake of playing the youth. But all this stuff about playing the youth, play them then. Play them then. Mike's, if you need a left back, you can have Malacia cost you that. I'm all good, thank you. You can keep. We don't need a left back. Don't need a left back. Been linked to Promise David. Yeah, Damien, do you know anything about him? Do you know anything about him? Because I don't fuck all. Bro, well, I saw the name Promise David and I thought it was a joke because we've got a David upstairs that makes a lot of promises. So I was like, is this a Sullivan joke? I generally thought it was banter. I thought it was Grok AI, random striker, and then it was just a joke about David Sullivan. There's an actual person called Promise David. That name is in reverse. So your first name is a normal word, and your surname is a first name. Imagine if I was called fucking Appointment Mikey, or some shit, or like Treehouse Mikey, some shit, some random shit. That's a mad name. I can't trust the guy who's got David in the back. Like Jonathan David had David on the back. I once said David. But you're called Jonathan. Jonathan David's mad as well. You got 2 first names. At least you're Davis, bro. That's a surname. That's the surname, bruv. Mike's got my drinks and food in that shop from the last stream of Menon. Yes, you did. Fair enough, PFC. Fair enough. Yeah, I suggested him. Literally, I suggested Promise David. Oh, fair enough. I'm assuming it's the type of striker we're looking for. Then, like that we've both been talking about. Look up this
I've heard
player.
he's got a lot of promise.
Yeah, precisely. Apparently, I look like a guy called Max Mata. Okay. What are we doing here? Who the fuck? Bro, this guy looks like Lautaro Martinez, bro. I don't look like this guy. Brother. Bro, I don't look like him.
No, I don't see it.
This guy looks fucking like... He looks like Jay Sean, bruv. You are my only... Don't even worry. You down. He looks like that, bruv. Doesn't like me. Doesn't like me, bruv. I point my mic. You know what I mean, bro? Have a look. Okay, we promised David. He better be like some gem as well that we can actually get hold of, because like we need the PR to go under the radar if he's actually good, because a big team might actually like be like, you know what, I want him instead. And it's just like, nah, fuck off. That player profile, he's at USG, the Union Saint Golis. Yeah, whatever that means.
Don't ask me how I know how to pronounce that. I don't know.
You're fluent in Belgianese.
Waffle, bruv.
Is that bro? This guy isn't even called David, bro. He's a fraud. He's called Promise Oluwatobi Emmanuel David Akimpelu. Bro, that is a mad name, but that's bro. Why aren't you called Akimpelu? If he was called Akimpelu, I'd actually trust him. He's called David, bro.
Promise Akimpelu sounds a lot better than Promise David.
Yeah, facts. And I would ignore the fact that you're called Promise. So apparently, his transfer fee, he joined from for 400k to 600k euros. Perhaps games played, fair enough. His stats right now don't look terrible. To be fair, he's got 6 and 14 this season.
Who's he play for?
USG.
Oh yeah, you did say.
Alfie is the only gay in the village. Alfie, I'll order you the outfit if you go around London. Belgium.
I managed to get to 500 subs, and I get hit with this, bruv.
Yeah, well, the slander never stops. That he needs to learn. I've been getting slander throughout my whole YouTube career, bro. You're gonna have the same thing. Yeah, Belgium, they speak like French and Dutch, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, big up them. Big up Melon. Have a look at Promise David. We also being offered Cal George. I don't know any of these men. You know, I think these men. I like to say these men sound like pro clubs players. Pro clubs to me.
Sounds like GVOFC's reserves, bruv.
Plus, Promise sounds like an African that got shipped to Europe for Jesus Christ. Okay. No. Every time, AJ, it's always one time. It's always one comment. 500 subs, no way, bro. Congrats, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Big up, Melon.
Promise David plays for Canada internationally. Oh, okay, he plays for Canada internationally. Fair enough. They've got two. What is it with them, man, like having Davids in their team? Jonathan David and Promise David.
They've got David, and Davies.
Yeah, bro. Canada, you might need to like find new names. I can't lie. New surnames still. It's like if the whole England team was called like Johnson. Like Glenn and Adam down the right hand side, bruv.
And Andy.
Oh yeah, and Andy Johnson, yeah, bruv. And the thing is, at least with like Glenn Johnson and Andy Johnson, like they're good with senior players. Meanwhile, Adam Johnson is probably trying to own a youth team right now. Like, you get me? Yeah, Jonathan David does play for Canada as well. They are PES players, exactly. Exactly, bro. These men are PES. It's like instead of Roberto Carlos, it's Roberto Rolos or whatever. Like, it's mad. God. Roberto Rolos, bro. What was the forfeit? 500 subs, Alfie. Bottled the ball at 400, so you need to redeem yourself. Another forfeit.
I don't think I've even done one.
Yeah, I don't think he promised, so he's lucky. He's lucky from himself, I guess. None of them are even Canadian. Fucking not in my country. Mike, so how'd you be supporting Uganda? Well, yeah, my family are, well, some of my family are born there, so I will be supporting Uganda in the next AFCON. So, cause an upset, even though we got battered by Morocco
Come on, South
like a few weeks
Africa.
ago. All right, why do you like them again?
Just vibes.
Well, because of Shalabalalala.
No, not even that. Just vibes, man.
Max, if you need a mod, I can take the job. Yeah, I'll mod you. I'll mod you. PFC. Canada be colonized. I think I'm not going to talk about colonization on YouTube. There's a name that David, bro. It's like the chase, bro. It's like which David participated in this Canadian game. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Alfie looks like a straight guy who hasn't. I'm not gonna read that like that. And secretly goes to Wire MCA clubs. Oh, hasn't come out. You just put hasn't, and then I thought it was like, yeah, Uganda and Inshallah merchant. I mean, to be fair, yeah. Please win Senegal. I need the Salah slander. Promise David. I never heard of him, but I can guarantee he's of Nigerian descent. And you know what's funny? You're 100% correct. I'll mod you as well, AJ. Don't worry. You might just need to ask. You might just need to ask to be modded. And the most Nigerian name of all time, Promise. Yeah, bro. That's a very random name. Man said Promise, bro. Man said Promise. What do you mean Promise? Like, what are you promising me, bro? Are you promising me goals?
GA.
Is this what we're doing, though? Yeah, you're promising me GA because you're a striker. Fuck off. Fuck off. Brother. Allow it, man. As long as he's good, though, I'll allow the name slander in it. But if you're shit, I'm going to extra slander your name. Promise to use a cliche. Looks
You
promising.
never know. If he flops at West Ham, we'll have Jun calling you Promise Mikes, bruv.
Oh, God. Well, I think my face will look weird on his face. Not even the same race. You want me to do what Joe Weller did back in the day and get done for a cosplay race?
Oh, yeah, because he did it with Balotelli, didn't he?
Yeah, and he did it with the Bally as KSI. Oh, to be KSI. That's a different time on YouTube. Alfie, what's on the menu? Oh, what are you eating?
I'm just eating some snacks.
Fair enough. The only good thing about Promise is that he's on side with the Jollof, you know. Only a fucking Nigerian would name their son Promise. They always name their children some sort of biblical stuff. Is there if in that case, is there a child in Nigeria called like Bible or something? Or Bible Studies as their full name?
I used to know a girl
Church.
called Happiness. In
Wait,
secondary
what?
school.
There's a girl that you knew a girl called Happiness. I give up with this world. Like we can name our kids anything now. I'm gonna name my kid like N/A or some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Not
like,
applicable, bruv.
Yeah, not applicable. Like if they've got like a problem, I'm gonna name their kid. I'm gonna name the kid not applicable. If they come out and they've got like 3 eyes or some shit. Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? Promise got named by those who promised him his free. Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell, AJ.
I can't read half of this out. Alfie looks like a Mill fan who votes for reform, drinks Stella, and shouts out the odd racial slur.
No, that's Melon, bruv. Just without
That
the
is
Millwall
Melon.
fan.
Yeah, just the other blue. She was named Happiness, yet she was.
She was depressed
Was she?
after her GCSE results, I'll tell you that much.
Oh God, you can't be called Happiness after that. If we sign him and he flops, it's my fault because I'm generally the one who recommended him. Hey, bro, I'll be real though, Damien. If you actually ever get to fucking scout at West Ham, take as much control as possible, bro. Because we ain't got a choice right now, bro.
Let's
We ain't
just
got a
hope you
choice.
pop.
I'd rather we get it wrong off your recommendation than of Sullivan's. So fuck it.
Let's just
scored
hope
in
he
the
promises to live up to his hype.
Brilliant stuff.
It was
He
on the
scored in
Word
the Champions
document.
League. Scored against Galatasaray, fair enough. The only goal, the match winner, fair enough. I agree. PFC Alfie says it all the time.
No, I don't.
There is a place called East London. There is a place, by the way, called East London in South Africa, by the way. There actually is. There actually is. And it fully looks like East London, low-key. It looks like Bow Road, bro.
What, South Africa have got their own Chadwell Heath, bruv?
Yeah, maybe, you know, maybe a little Chadwell Heath, bro.
Just got an area there full of crackheads, bruv.
That's not my area. That's Melons.
No, that's my area, bro.
They've got a little South London. It's like Chinatown. You know, when you go like West London, you just see like Little Japan or some shit or whatever, like randomly.
In
Or
South
Little
Africa, they got
Australia.
Little Peckham.
Yeah, they got Little Peckham, bro. Little Peckham. Sounds like a rapper. The case family named their son Justin. For me, if a girl doesn't have so random, but fair enough, PFC.
Fair enough, PFC.
Fair enough, brother. Alfie, do you remember what you said on the R&B show yesterday?
I said nothing.
What did he say?
I said
What did
nothing.
he say? Put in the comments, bro. Do we have another Rico?
If they say I said a certain word, it's bullshit because I haven't said the word.
Okay. No, it's like Oxto. It's a just in case. Yeah, I got the joke. I got the joke. But my mind is on autopilot. You might gotta understand. When I'm reading something out, you're not always gonna get a reaction on me because I'm concentrating on reading, bro. I can barely read. I don't know English. He said he knows my. I trust Alfie. Not. It's also something you said, bro. It's also something you said. Like, I'll be real. Something you said, bro. That's a just in case. You know that's the thing, Mark, as well. Though, like you'll get mocked for that in school. That's a just in case. You know, you wouldn't be able to speak a single word if you're called that.
Just in case you got it wrong.
Yeah, just in case you got it wrong. Fucking hell, man.
Shit, man.
Max is always clapping. Okay, we're not doing this. Alfie said the word too. Max is crazy. Alfie definitely said. Defend yourself. You hit 500 after this.
I hit 500 and you man are trying to cancel me. Are you serious?
That's why you hit 500, because you was racist. I'll send you the timestamp, Max. Fair enough. Jay Walker Peters. Big up, Jay. Mike's the biggest galaxy I know. You must not know many people. I said 0 subs is the next target. GVO clapping cheeks. We're not doing this. But on that note, we are going to end it there. Congratulations, Alfie, on 500, but subscribe to him. 1K next. Gonna redirect over to Sheik. I'm pretty sure Sheik is live. So just go and say Mike's raid in Sheik's chat. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Peace.